Okay, right. Oh yeah, let's roll. Roll. What?
What?
That's just freaking insane. Okay. That was not so.
I can't draw my hand.
What? Really?
Game. Oh, I haven't chosen a color yet. That's why.
Yeah. Uh, I suppose I can play this. Yeah. Unfortunate, but yeah.
Unfortunate, but
Unfortunate, but okay. You ready?
yeah.
Okay. Claim.
Do this.
Hmm. Da, 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 da. We're going to tap Kaz and we're going to fire this into there.
Claim initiativo.
3 to base. Um, hmm. What's that? I'm going to take this back to hand. Will I do that? Yes, I will. Yep. Yep.
Okay, you ready?
Good to go.
3 to base.
3 indeed.
Uh, pink.
Um, I will use Kazuda's ability and go on top.
It's an 8.
Yeah. Was it 8 or was it 7? No, 7. 7 with an 8 bot, yeah. I'm gonna claim. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a pass.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, ready. I claimed, didn't I? So
Mm-hmm.
ooh, what's going on? Has my mouse just stopped working? Has it died? I think my mouse just died. 2 seconds. Yeah, plugged in, working. Okay.
Right. What you got?
What do I have?
Hope's not cunning.
Well, it's 4 resources. It is.
Oh, how unpredictable.
How unpredictable indeed. Tap, tap, +4. What do I tap? Yeah, fine.
Too late. I've played my Pope.
Yep. So I will swing to your base for a grand total of 4, 7, 11.
Claim.
Pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, take it away. You claimed.
I'll play a Rebel Assault.
Uh-huh.
I'll attack with
You
Poe for
cannot
6.
rebel assault with Poe because he is not a rebel.
It's not a Rebel. Okay, oops. Okay, so I just attack with Poe.
Yep.
And I'll discard this to get rid of Kaz.
Yep. Yes, you will. I will pay 2 to Surprise Strike Hauler for 7.
A Rebel Assault.
Mm-hmm.
We'll attack for 4.
Yep.
I'll attack into AT Hauler.
Yep.
Actually, can I do that the other way around? I'll attack Sabine's Masterpiece into AT Hauler.
For 4.
I'll put an XP token on here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ping it for 1.
Ping it for 1. Okay. And then you've done 5 into base with that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Hmm.
Claim.
Pass, I guess.
I can't. No, it's from your hand. ECL. Yeah, GG.
Yeah? What did you have in your
Yeah, I
hand?
don't have anything. Nothing in space.
So see what I was doing?
Plenty of damage,
I
but
was
nothing in
playing
space.
around you having another masterpiece in hand because you still had no ECL. No, you had not used your ECL. So
Yeah.
I had this in my hand. So I baited out with this because I knew that if you took the bait and did it next turn or this turn, if you took the bait, you would have done it this turn. If you didn't, then you just didn't have the answer. So I thought, I'd wait until next turn. If you got the answer, if you drew the answer, you deal with that, and then I'd bring this out and just it's lethal. That was my thinking.
Yes, makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in check. You don't have any choices, really.
Yeah. Yep.
Sideboard.
Yeah, what do I even have in the sideboard? Oh,
Oops.
you gave me a
Press the
Chewbacca
deal button.
somehow. I think this is showing me that I need, teaching me some things that I need to put into the sideboard. I do not currently have. Yeah, there's certain things in this deck that just feel so slow and so easy to beat. However, if you can get them on and you can get them to stick, then holy shit, it's mental.
Yeah, you see, I don't think Vader doesn't feel like a fragile deck to me. Kazuda feels like a fragile deck to me.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way? In what way does it feel like a fragile deck?
It just, it massively rewards people who play removal on your units. You play like the bounty shit. It's not as good at dealing with the AT hauler being stolen.
Oh no,
it's not.
It's great.
I don't think it's as
great tools for dealing with the AT hauler.
I don't think it's as good as if Kazuda gets confiscated or Fang Fightered.
Yeah, I've got 6 cards in my deck that kind of deal with that.
What with Kazuda getting killed?
Getting confiscated, yeah.
What deals with that?
Well, other than dealing with Wedge, Not wedge. Why did I say wedge? Poe, even. So Waylay in my deck deals with your Poe. I've got 3.
Yeah, but Confiscate and Fangfighter, I mean, it seems more fragile to the silver bullets against the deck.
I've got 6 cards that stop that, and in my game plan, in game 2, I've got 3 Jam Communications, and I've got 3 Spark of Rebellions.
Okay.
So I'm kind of teched against that because I recognize that you know, pilot decks are fragile to upgrade hate, which is why I was running Petronaki Arena on as the base. Basically, you sacrifice 3 HP for an additional 1 power, and that way it doesn't feel quite so bad because you'd drop into ground when you're having to play around that sort of thing. Still doesn't feel great, but my biggest problem is that it is quite easy to deal with a 4-butt unit. That's my biggest issue in this deck. So, Stolen AT haulers are great. There's other things I can put into the deck that were in Thork's list, like a new adventure, which I do not have in this deck, which is actually great for... It's the perfect answer for a Stolen AT hauler. Plus also, you know, Kazuda's stripping abilities, so you have to leave resources on the board, either, you know, tap... not spend all your resources or not spend all your actions to claim to try and deal with an AT hauler. And if you're doing that sort of thing, I'm already ahead. And then
you're also quite vulnerable to being on the draw in this deck. Like if you're on the draw in that game and I've got nothing else, I just trade our first turn plays. I get the bounty out of that, but if you're on the play, I don't get the bounty.
Something that Thork does is he's got a lot more 1-drops in his and his preferred thing is to have 2 1-drops. But yeah, definitely somewhat vulnerable to that. But, you know, if you deal with my turn 1 play, so if I'm on the draw, I'm not dropping a Cartel Turncoat in space when you can deal with it first action, you know, because that's... I've got other turn 1 plays that I can use. But anyway, just 2 seconds. I just need to see if there's anything that I want to actually bring in. It feels like a really tight deck, though. Like there's a lot of... See, that was pretty good. There's other stuff that you haven't seen yet that's really quite nice tempo-wise.
Conceit Venture.
Yeah, it's in there.
Anything else?
Yep.
Do you have much ground game?
A little bit.
Like running Bodies?
In the side. Thing is, I don't know what to take out for it. No, I don't want to take those out. I wonder if I just take this out. Ugh, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I genuinely do not know what I take out for this. I kind of need... Maybe I just stick mainboard with it because it's a fairly solid deck. Obviously, it has to be played differently on the draw than on the play. Yeah. Yeah, let's just, you know what, I'm just not gonna... I'm gonna try this out again and see what, like... Because this is testing. This is just to see how it goes. Nah, I kind of hate that. It didn't feel particularly well shuffled.
You've got to stop saying that.
Saying what?
It's not well shuffled.
Why?
It probably is well shuffled.
Well, when you have 4 cards in your opening hand, which are 2 of the same card, it's like, okay.
It happens. It does happen.
It does happen, yeah. Okay. Right. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
Go for it.
Flame.
Kazuda and pass. Yep.
Ambition. Oops.
Yep. Yeah, that kind of feels a little bit bad, but just gonna have to trade for it anyway.
3 to base.
Show me your hand, please. Yeah, so for CP, what were the other two?
Wing leader and an A-wing.
A-wing, okay.
Wing leader and a 3/2.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, the green squadron A-wing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, pass.
I ping.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
And then
I've claimed then.
Yeah.
Oof, this is a tough choice. Yeah. Deck has betrayed me a little bit here. Yep, I hate this. We have to drop that. Okay, it's my go, isn't it?
Yep, you first.
Spark of Rebellion. Poe, please.
3 to base.
Flip cards.
Ping.
2 to base.
Yeah. 3 to base.
Claim. Yep.
Pass.
One fucking turn too late, pal. Well, I ain't winning this. This is shit. Exhaust your 2 ground units.
3.
2.
3.
2. Claim.
2 to base. Pass.
Yep. No resource. 'Kill Sabine.
Three to base.
Cunning. Tap, tap, bounce. Oh, it somehow returns, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. 2 into the marine.
3 to base.
Kill the marine.
Claim.
Drop a Guido. And concede.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically I had none of my big space units at all until turn until when it was too late.
Yeah.
I did not draw a single one.
My Sabine's masterpiece took out your entire fleet.
My whole one ship.
Both of them.
Oh yeah. No, the 2. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of ground, actually. You have a lot of ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I was expecting a lot more space. So how many space units do you have then? You've got Cartel Turncoat, Fireball, both Millennium Falcons?
How many space units? I have 15 space units, 18 ground. But of those 18, 6 are pilots? Yeah. So I have 12 base ground units and 6 ground/pilot units. And both of the ground/pilot units are actually pretty good on either lane.
Yeah.
Han Solo is better as a pilot on a Falcon.
Yeah. Much better.
Yep. So I lost that game because I did not draw any Millennium Falcons until turn 5.
That was turn 4, wasn't it? Was that turn? Oh no, that's turn 5.
Turn 5. Yep. No. It would have been turn 4, but at that point, the board state I had to use I had to drop this guy. Otherwise, I was falling even farther behind. Yeah.
No, it's another Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that was the one that I resourced. And then I just drew this one turn 6. Drew the second one turn 6.
Okay, so you drew them both at the end.
I drew them both at the end, but both of them too late. Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that unlikely? Doesn't seem that unlikely when you've only got 15 space to draw 2.
But I've got 9
3 turns.
9 big cards, 9 big 3-drop units in space in my deck.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
But I mean, if you kept your starting hand, didn't you?
No, I mulliganed.
Okay.
Because my starting hand was, oh God, what was it? 2 jam communications, 2 cartel turncoats. No, was it 2 cartel turncoats? No, I don't think it was. No, I think it was ground stuff. Yeah, it was 2 jam communications, 2 crappy low units, and then 2 other cards I can't remember. But it wasn't a. I mean, it was a playable hand in an emergency. You know, it was a hand that you'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, if you mull into that. But you know, at least you haven't bricked your turn 1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it was. What do I even bring in? I don't think I bring in Bodhi Rook for this match.
No, I wouldn't. No, definitely not.
I could bring in those guys, but I think I'm thinking of cutting them. What do you think of these guys in this deck? I don't see it. I think it's bad.
No, yeah, I think it's fine.
Nah. I think it's bad. Yeah, no, I think I've got enough of that. Right, we're not gonna sideboard. I need to work on this sideboard. I want to try a different deck after this. What the actual fuck? Oh, well, that's nice.
My resource thing is bugged.
Yeah, it's annoying when that happens. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Spark. Fuck off. Seriously.
Get them both.
Yikes. Okay. Oh, do I get rid of one or do I just play around it? No, I think I get rid of one of your ships. This one? Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Ping.
Clay Marino.
I think I play it. Wasn't sure if I play it. I think I do.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Pass.
Yep. I'm gonna dirtle with a Kaz thing.
How are you now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna dirtle with a ping.
I will pass. Gross. I will pass again.
Okay, I was like 5.
Yeah. Man. Ugh, I think I kind of feel like just conceding here because it's literally this is just bad for me.
This is the most bizarre game. I've got no idea what's going on. I really have no idea what's happening.
I'm not even going to tell you. You just watch this VOD back and
You'll have to link it to me if you're unlisting them.
Actually, fuck it. No, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Fuck it. There we go.
Okay, I will claim.
Okay, pass.
I'll take out the hauler.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't die, does it? Okay. It does not die. That's a big bum. Big bum indeed.
It is a large anus indeed.
I will flip Kaz.
I'll go 2 to base.
Go 2 to base.
Bing.
Pass.
Flippity flip.
Pass.
3 to base.
I just don't know how I can play around this. Like, I literally have the exact worst hand to deal with what is in front of me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, actually no, I've just spotted another line that I could have taken, which would have been interesting.
With your passing game, have you been holding on to a bamboozle?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Man, I think I could have definitely dealt with this differently. and been happier with it. Yeah, I see what I should have done. Yep. Okay. Oh well, that's a lesson learned. But I think I think I just need to concede because there's nothing. I'm fucked.
Sure.
I am absolutely fucked here.
Yeah,
I think I can like if we run it back a couple of turns, like a couple of actions. What was the action sequence there? So we started
first
off,
action. I attacked a wing into AT hauler.
Yeah, let's just talk this through. So this was here. That was there. That was there. This was here. Right. This is top of the turn, isn't it?
Yeah. So I attacked in. That was first thing.
In and killed it. Took your 4 damage.
I think I always do that.
Yeah, and then I flipped, I think.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Then you attacked.
I did 2.
You did 2, so the damage is still there. So I think what I do here is this. Cunning. Bounce that. Give this +4.
Okay.
Yep. And then I just do 6 to your base.
Take your AT hauler.
Yeah. I claim. Fucking hell! How many? How much? Can you stop drawing all the space, please? That's ridiculous.
No. I ping.
We did the ping already. The ping was already on.
Ping was on, yeah, and then the swing was also on.
Yeah.
And then I pass.
Then you pass. Okay. Well, surprisingly, I feel a little better about that. I still feel pretty terrible, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit better, I suppose.
Yeah,
you're cunning in while you can.
I resourced another. I've drawn 2 cunnings. I resourced a cunning because my hand was looking difficult. Kind of wish I kept it, but it doesn't matter. If I did this, so basically that, and I bounce that back to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you still have a lot of damage on the board, which is scary.
Yeah, so I think I'll just start going to town. Nothing was open.
Yeah, and 2 to your base.
3.
Yep. Oh, did that go? Yeah, that went 3. Yep.
That's right, yep.
And then I just claim.
Okay, so then I got 5.
Yep. Yeah,
3.
that's GG. Yeah. Man, I got completely fucked again. Yet again, not a single.
Yeah, that's space.
I got this. That's all the space.
Got your AT haulers, yeah.
I got 2 of them, and they didn't work out very well for me.
I have to say that I feel like the AT hauler is worse than Invader. I do.
I don't know how, because Yuda's ability should be a marriage made in heaven for the hauler, right?
Yeah.
Especially against Sabine, who's action dirtling all the fucking time. You've got
maybe it's just the way this is played out. Yeah. I think no, you got 9. You got 9 cards that sort it out in Vader, right?
Yeah, and I've got.
And this you've got 5.
No, I've got 9 as well. I've got 3 waylays, I've got 3 cunnings, and I've got 3 cantina bouncers.
Oh, really? In the main?
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I've got 3 jam communications.
And Kaz's ability, so yeah, it should be.
And Kaz's ability. I've got 3 jams, 3 Spark of Rebellions. Or do I have... No, I've got 2 Waylays in the main. I've got 1 in the sideboard. But still, I mean, that's 8 cards still that deal with that sort of thing. You know?
Mm-hmm. So you were passing for the cunning AT Holer play.
Yes.
Doesn't really do it, does it?
It doesn't do it. But I mean, I think it was stupid because I had Cantina Bouncer in my hand, so I could have just bounced it next turn anyway. But yeah, what was the action sequence of the game before that? Of the round before that, when I dropped the hauler, did you when did you wing leader up? That was before. Was that before I dropped the hauler? Yes, it was, because I kind of ummed and ahed about dropping it. That's right.
Yeah.
I really didn't have much.
So you were durdling because you didn't want me to Fleet Lieutenant into your hauler. Is that right?
There was that, and then there was also... Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I was playing around. Yep.
So the wing leader must have been pretty annoying.
Yeah. Now, as I said, you know, the cards that I had in hand, you had the perfect answer for.
And I didn't even have to play around it.
You just had it.
Just played out my hand.
Yeah.
Had it on the board.
This has not been my experience against Sabine so far.
No.
With this deck, I have felt that I am very, very, very favoured into Sabine because of cunning.
Okay. The thing is, if Kaz is so favoured into Sabine, and I can take that as true because I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why playing these games out.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Sabines in our local meta, so surely, unless this is just a world beater, secretly Kaz is beating everything. Is this not like a bad choice for the local meta? Because I'm the only Sabine confirmed.
But cunning is also a big disruptor for mid-range. And our meta is mid-range.
So is it just a world beater then? Because there's not a lot of hard control in the meta right now.
No, hard control I think this has a difficult time with. Because
but there's not a lot of hard control anywhere. So is this just a world beater at the moment, Kaz? Just an underplayed world beater?
I think it's a very, very slept on deck. I genuinely do. But then I was in there's the Team Enigma server. There's a list discussion in there, and one of the guys I actually played in the mini league, Iratorum, he took down a PQ with Kaz Yellow, and he actually I was playing Sabine, and he beat me with his deck. But I think I've lost the recordings for that, because I had recorded that game. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have gone back and seen how that played out. But yeah, so he took down a PQ at the beginning of May with Kaz Yellow, and you should see his win record. Like he dropped one game in the whole PQ.
Yeah.
Not one match, one game.
Yeah, I hear you.
He won in the finals against...
I was looking at Minneapolis. There was only one Kaz Yellow in Minneapolis.
He was playing a much different deck than I was. He was playing Thork's list pretty much identically, which is quite a bit different, and I think it might actually be a little bit better in some ways.
Right. Well, I gotta say, I am a skeptic at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Just because of the way that this match played out?
No. I can see it's a decent deck, and I think it might actually be favored into Sabine. I think you might be right about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing the results. There's got to be weak to some shit.
Yeah.
I think it's a deck people have tested.
Tested and tested against, you mean?
Tested, like the K-Todd people. I reckon they'll have tested this sort of thing. Obviously, Thorpe's put out a video, which is quite...
I don't think they've been on Casiello, to be honest. No, the K-Todd guys, nobody talks about it. The thread there is pretty dead. But I think it's slept on. I really do. Let's see. Okay. Here's his run actually. Hand to ECL. He beat them 2-0. And Anakin Colossus, he beat that 2-0. Rex Droid Manufacturer 2-0. Piet Blue Colossus 2-1. Quinlan Tarkentown 2-0. Top 4 Piet Red 2-0. Top 2 Quinlan Tarkentown rematch he won 2-1.
Is Piet Red even a real deck? What's that doing in the top 4?
Piet Red again has had another Thork video, and it is I think we have 2 people with playing Piet Red coming up to the PQ, potentially. One of them being previous PQ winner, Thomas, Techie Fiend.
All right.
I think he's...
Piet Red, Jesus.
I think he's been on Piet Red. He was on Piet Red for the showdown down in Stirling, was it?
How are you into Ray Green?
I think I'm 2-0 so far in Ray Green. Let's have a look. Swoosh stats. I think I've played a Ray Tarkentown as well. I've got 2 wins against Ray and no losses. I think one was green, one was red. Yeah, it's felt okay. I think people get quite surprised at how quick this can, how fast this deck can go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking back to this very beginning of the season. I thought Kazuda was going to be a meta deck.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't see is this thing.
So I know it can go super fast.
But I think that the reason that people have gone off of it is because upgrade hate kills pilots.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah, but what pilots? I mean, other than Kaz, what pilots are you running? You're running Mando,
and Han. Yeah.
So Han gets the value anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I suppose Mando gets some value too.
In some ways, it's actually quite good because you can go, right, you can drop Fast Falcon turn 3. Oh, wow. Or you can have Slow Falcon out, and then people, they're waiting for you to drop Kaz onto it, and then Confiscate. I'm holding my Confiscate for this,
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, haha, Bazinga,
then you jam.
Han, bang, straight to face.
Oh, Han, right. You can also jam as well.
But that's what I do. Yeah. Generally, I am looking for, in my starting hand, 2-drop Fast Falcon, Jam Comms, and maybe Slow Falcon. So, start off with the 2-drop, drop Slow Falcon on turn 2, drop Fast Falcon, drop Jam Comms at the top of turn 3, and then Fast Falcon if Slow Falcon's already been dealt with. Otherwise, I could maybe do something else. Like maybe play Kaz. So if I look at their hand and there's nothing that they can deal with the Falcon that turn, I'll drop Kaz onto the big Falcon, and then maybe drop hand units onto hand pilot onto there as well, and then swing for an absolute fucking cubic butt done.
Yeah.
That would be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be a swing for 10.
I'm glad Ethan found his Falcons as well.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
I thought he'd lost 70 quid there.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, the Falcon.
Yeah.
A lot of money. I better go and make sure that I've got all my cards still. I want to try one deck before we stop.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Yep. Are you sure you don't want to come along on Friday? I think it's going to be chilled and fun rather than stressy and too much swoo overload.
I know I don't expect it to be stressy, but yeah, I just don't want to play tons of swoo. I really don't.
That's a shame. Why
I go see a movie. You want to go see a movie instead?
No, I want to practice for the PQ.
Okay. Thought I'd ask. I think Life of Chuck might be out. I really want to see that.
What is that? I don't know.
Have you heard of it?
No.
It's Mike Flanagan's new movie, and it's a Stephen King novel. Okay. But it's like a wholesome, nice movie, and not a horror movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds shit.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
I hate it. You piqued my interest with Stephen King.
I know, it's like
and
Flanagan,
Mike Flanagan,
Stephen King.
And then you're like, oh, it's all wholesome and nice. No, fuck off.
Yeah, I was equally surprised, but
that's nuts.
But I'd like to see it. It looks good.
Well, I mean, I do like Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
Can you? Is that a JSON that you copy? Does this work? No, it is not a JSON. That's rubbish. I don't.
It's got Mark Hamill in it.
I'm a little bit more sold.
There you go. Mark Hamill, Tom Hiddleston, and Karen Gillan.
Oh, why are people posting these deck images without being able to go and freaking go?
Oh, it fucking annoys me.
Oh,
God.
It does my head in.
Oh, Nick Offerman is the narrator. That's put me off. I don't like movies with narrators.
Oh. Okay. This might be terrible. Let's have a look. I'm having to resort to going to frickin' hot decks to try and get this deck, bro.
Good luck. What is it?
Odd hand.
Odd hand. Okay, odd hand.
Odd hand. Well, I think this might actually be the one. I think it is. Slightly different. Sideboard's different. That's in the sideboard. 2 of them in the main. You've got to be kidding me. Well, I'll copy this to my decks anyway and give it a go.
They love their puns, these designers.
They're puns.
Yeah, odd hand.
Yeah. Yeah, so what did I like from that? Oh yes, that. We need that in main.
I've died to a random odd hand playing Akira and Petronaki before.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. It does go quick.
I have died to an odd hand before as well. It can surprise you. Right, okay. Okay, here we go. I also have a showcase for it. So Right, before I delete everything, which I did last time, I'll just bung this here. Sorry, Kaz, you're going in the bin, mate. Load, motherfucker, load. Okay. Right, well, the base and the leader.
You're on the lake country.
Oh, you can see that. It's just showing as white for me.
How's that?
That's still white. Oh no, now it's Han has come up. Yeah, now it's come back. There we go.
It was slow. Do you want to roll off for this, or do you just want to go first?
I'll just go first. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Right, I am gonna...
What is this card doing? Seriously.
I don't know.
Why is this card in the deck?
I was getting your deck together with Chrono's list the other day, the one you sent me. And I was like, what the fuck is this Pathfinder? I had to go and fucking hunt for that.
I've never played it.
I'm doing a third.
I draw it, I resource it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cheating. Okay,
I am.
Gotcha.
I'm cheating.
Say no more.
This is some bullshit.
People have been trying Lake Country with Cad Bane as well.
Have they?
Yeah, it's like a semi-popular variant.
Cad Bane, huh?
Can't see it myself. I mean,
me either.
Don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of get it. Like 4 HP versus having access to cunning.
Yeah. And cunning actually.
It's not like you draw it every time.
Cunning stops the engine working too.
What do you mean?
It's called auto.
Oh, right. Oh, in Han, yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, I meant sort of just in generally, like even in Kaz. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right. Starting off.
This little shit. This little fucker.
You fucker. I'll claim.
Ping a ring.
Ping a ring.
I don't think I should be pinging. You've got 9 HP more than me.
Yep.
Right, pass. Yeah, I think pinging's a mistake. Bad ping.
Trade.
Tradee. Atreides.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay okay for 1 sec.
Yep.
Me back.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1 for that.
Claim.
I'm gonna put and solo on it.
Oh, why are you being so odd?
Yep. And pass. Right. Alright. You ready?
No, I'm not.
No. Hurry the fuck up then.
You hurry the fuck up, bitch.
Hur, hur, hur.
Oh, it's my claim, isn't it?
It is.
3.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's cat sound. I am going to...
No, you were... Were you on... Yeah, you were on 1.
Oh, was I on 1? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I am going to reveal the top card. It is a different odd
Oh my
cost.
god.
So I swing for 4 to your base.
Wait, what does this fucking say? Reveal the top card, then attack the unit. Different odd costs.
Yep.
Okay. So you were doing 4.
Correct.
The fuck do you have in yellow that pilots for 1? Jack shit, right?
Dagger Squadron
It
pilot.
is. It's... Oh yeah, him.
R2-D2.
Okay.
Boshek.
Okay.
Okay.
Boshek's not 1.
Oh, he's 2, yeah.
Boshek's like...
Why is this lagging so much? What the fuck is going on? I just hit 2 on this. I don't want to press it again in case I draw more.
Well, your ping's only 70, so I think it just missed.
Okay, there's 1. And there's 2. Right, okay, there we go. Yep.
Okay, you ready?
I am ready. Yep.
Allow mission to Falcon?
Yep. Yes, you will.
And I will deal 1 damage.
To base or to
the Y-Wing.
So he has 5 health left. I will tap Han. I will look at the top, and it is the same odd cost, so I do not get my +1. So I swing to your base for 3.
Big base for 1.
That is some bullshit.
Base.
Flip de flop.
3 to base.
Why didn't you bring Sabine out last turn?
So I could ambush into your giant fucking falcon before it became unkillable.
Oh, right, okay. Yep. Yep.
I think it was a good choice.
Oh, yes. When deployed as an upgrade, for each friendly unit or upgrade that has an odd cost, ready a resource.
Oh,
so friendly unit,
3.
1, 2, 3. I ready 3. Yep. Ooh. That is intéressant. Okay. 5 commandeer, taking this and readying it.
Oof.
Yep. Sadly, I only have yellow units, and there's not really much I can do for one resource by readying it. However, I can kill your A-Wing and kill your masterpiece in the process.
Three to base.
6 to yours.
Claim.
Pass. Okay, take it away.
Do 3 to base.
What was going on there? I will capture your dude man.
I'll do 3 to base.
Yeah, 6 to base.
Oh, for CB.
That's 4 hits.
4 hits. And 5th from Fighters of Freedom.
Yep. What did you put on top?
Nothing?
You put Rebel Assault on top, didn't you? You have to tell me.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
You have to tell me. What did you
I don't. You didn't write them down. You had your chance. It's too late.
I wasn't paying attention.
Rebel Assault.
That's angle shooting. You angle shooter.
It's a Rebel.
You dirty bastard.
That is angle shooting.
6, 7, 8. So you still don't actually have lethal by doing it. You're off by 1.
Or do I? Oh yeah, because it doesn't ping.
Yep. You're off by 1.
Damn it.
Anyway, I claim because I've got lethal with 1 action.
Oh, watch out. For CB. For 3.
Yep.
Now I do have lethal. But it's too late.
It is too late. Yep. GG.
Yeah, good game. I feel like this sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
You think it sucks?
Yeah, I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's good against Sabine because it's 34 against 25.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's good against 30. I don't think it's good against 33. Be my first impression. But it is good against Sabine.
Yeah. I think I lost to it with Kaz as well. Have I played it with Kaz?
Right.
No, I have not played it with Kaz. Oh yes, I have. Oh no, I have one win against it with Kaz.
Yeah, you see, that's what I would expect. I expect the Kaz to beat it quite easily.
Yeah.
I mean, they play a thing, put a pilot on it, and you cunning, or and that's just a massive blowout, isn't it?
Yeah.
They can't win a race with that 4 extra HP.
Yeah,
I think things would have to go really well for them to win.
Yeah, this entire game plan is dependent on. Actually, no. There's a lot of. Just listen to this, right? Ground units, okay? I didn't draw any of them, by the way. None of them. I just drew space, right? So 3 Bosheks.
Well, that's good for you.
Yeah. 3 Han Solos, 3 Plo Koons.
Yeah.
1 Enfys Nest, with another in the sideboard, and then 3 Mandalorians, and then also Home 1. So
Home one can.
Basically, home 1 can turn the tables if you have lost the space race. So you can start on the ground, and then Home 1 will by flip turn. Home 1 can come out on. Oh no! Home 1 can't come out on flip turn. It's on turn 5. It comes out at earliest. Yeah. Conditionally.
Home 1.
I don't think it's that great. I don't think that's great on reflection.
Yeah, +6.
I think it's too late for this deck. Mind you, it's got 34 health, so maybe you're just reliant on tanking the damage. I mean, look, this is Sabine, the fastest deck around. 28 damage by what turn was this? This was turn 5, because I didn't resource this turn. This is turn 5. Mm-hmm. So you did 28 damage by turn 5, and you had more on base. So that's about as fast as you can go.
Well, I could have done 30.
Yeah. But at the same time, this deck does have tempo stuff.
Yeah.
It's got Mandalorian. It's got Waylay, Sanctioner's Shuttle. I don't know, because
the thing is, I was like 10 damage ahead at this point, but I just lose because 25 versus 34.
Yes.
So, yeah.
This commandeer was fucking hilarious. I loved it.
That was horrible.
I absolutely loved it. That was not only that, but it came out of absolutely nowhere because of the hand flip, and the hand flip came out of absolutely nowhere because of the fast Falcon that I top decked. So, yeah.
All right. Okay.
But really, for this deck to get going, what you want in your opening hand, which is what I hard mulliganed for, was this.
C-3PO.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he draws every turn, doesn't he?
Yep, he gives you endless draw a card per turn, so long as he survives. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
That is the reason that he is the only card in this deck that bricks your engine.
So how many? I guess you name 3?
No, you don't name anything. before, what you do...
Oh, yeah, you use Han,
you use Han action to attack with a unit. Even
reveal,
if you've got... reveal it, and then attack with 3PO as your action. And you might even... No, you don't... You can't get the bonus for 3PO because he's a 2-drop. But yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool. I think it's a fun deck. I think so. The reason that I was considering this, I don't think it's the best deck in the world, but I think it can surprise people if you know the lines.
I'm sure it will.
If you know the lines and people do not know the lines, I think that it can get them. You know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It can come out of fucking nowhere and just smash them in the face, and then they'll be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I don't think it's a bad deck by any means. I think it's a good deck.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be a meta beater.
I think it could be a meta disruptor. I don't think that it would have any sort of staying power in a meta, but I think it could take down a PQ. But but I'm really thinking in our local.
I don't think it's for beating local metas.
No,
I don't think.
What is our local meta?
I could be wrong.
What is our local meta? I mean, who are we considering? So, right, let's write this out. So we have Ethan, Vader DB, Vader 1 DB.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, Palp.
Colossus. You can beat a Palp.
Can
you beat a Palp?
Richie. What, with Kaz? Or with this?
With Han.
I think you could be. I think you can go fast. Yeah. Richie, Iden Blue.
I mean, I struggled against. I didn't struggle that much against Aaron, but it did go close.
Really?
Yeah.
Ethan, Aaron.
The Colossus is quite difficult to do 35, you know?
Yeah.
Then again, he did double ramp in 2 games.
Okay. This is what you need. You need your Bazines and... Well, obviously you don't have that in Sabine. But in this deck, I've got... Do I have Jam Comms in this? And if not, why not? I've got 1 in the side. Why do I have 1 in the side? I would be changing this deck completely. The one problem with this deck is that you can't run Spark of Rebellion without wrecking the stupid engine because it's 2 cost.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, but you can run Jam Communications, but again, that's only 3 cards that buffer you against confiscates and overwhelming barrages and stuff.
Right. You write out decks. I need to go and do some things.
Okay.
I'll talk to you on Discord.
Yep. All right. See you later.